What is the source of wars and fights among you? Pause. Don't they come from your passions that wage war within you? You desire and you do not have. You murder, you covet and cannot obtain. You fight and wage war. You do not have because you do not ask. And you ask and do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives, so that you may spend them on your pleasures. So here James gives us the first question there. It's kind of a rhetorical question. He says, hey, what's the problem? What's all the fights and wars going on? What's the things happening in today's world? And that's the moment, if you pause long enough, what's going to happen is on news or in the newspaper or in our own words, our own things, we're saying, well, it's because his fault, because her fault. Well, if they wouldn't have done this wouldn't have happened. And if they wouldn't have done that wouldn't. It's our moment to blame somebody else in between the questions. So he says, what's the cause of all the wars and all the fightings among you? Pause. Everybody starts doing this. And he says, well, let me ask you a second question. Don't they come from your passions that wage war within you? The point he's making is this: outside fights stem from inside feelings. Outside fights stem from inside feelings. He says, here, you've got these passions, and instead of taking these passions to God, you're taking your passions to the world, and you're trying to fight and claw and scratch and kick and get all these things here. And so we're all kind of, in our hearts, our passions can lead us to try to grab more position, try to grab more possession, try to grab more power, more prestige. And he's saying, no, don't do that. And even you're asking for these things, you're not going to get it because you're asking for your own stuff. I want you instead to turn your passions to me and allow the asking to be for the things of God in your life, and that your passions would be for God, not for the old things, not for the broad road, but for the narrow road. And it's interesting, that Greek word for passions, it's the Greek word that we get the word hedonism from. So he says, isn't the wars and troubles caused by your hedonism? Hedonism is just a fancy word to say your desire for pleasure. That's what's bringing these problems into the world. And when you have that desire for pleasure, it just goes on and on and on. Blaise Pascal said this. He said, all of the world's problems arise from the fact that man cannot sit alone in his room. And we have these passions that can come out in the worldly sense. And from the inside come these outside issues. If you were walking on the deck of the Titanic, everything would look fine because the water was filling up in the inside is where it was filling up. That's what was going to cause the sinking of the Titanic, not the outside. The decks look great. Thank you for watching. Now, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel, and let us help you grow closer to Jesus. And while you're here, why don't you check out some of our other videos? We have testimonies, sermons, Bible lessons, and much more. Make sure to visit us at houstonsfirst.org. And if you're ever in Houston on a Sunday, come see us in person.